Hello and welcome. Today is March 17th, 2026, and today is Trailer Tuesday and St. Patty's Day. I'm your host, Xolo Q. I'm a Xolo's Quaintly Reaper and Guide to the Underworld. And on today's oh my god. On today's stream, I've already butchered this. You know what? I've already butchered it. I give up. Damn it. I thought I was like starting off strong. I was like, yeah, I got this. I've done this 100 times. I can handle it. And then I just somehow mess up the intro. That's okay. Anyway, I think we got the point across. It's Trailer Tuesday and St. Patty's Day. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. We're going to get started here soon. We have about 20 trailers. So for anyone who's new, who doesn't know what to expect or, what's happening essentially, on Trailer Tuesdays, basically, I take the trailers you guys suggest. I usually ask either Monday night or Tuesday morning. I put out a post every week, and people can submit whatever trailers they want me to react to on today's stream or the Trailer Tuesday stream. So yeah, it's been pretty good. I see we have a bunch of people in the chat. I'm just gonna say hello to everyone. Hello, May. Hello, Dongzi. Thank you for the lurk. Hello, oh god, who else am I missing? Oh, here we go. Hello, Xeno Deity, Kachi Kochu, Majin Droid Arinsu. What did you do? You read your curse. Reaction reviewer and May again. Hello. React to free real estate. Oh my god, I wish we had free real estate. Oh man. I heard you can throw a horseshoe backwards. It gives a headache after 2. What? Oh my god. Well, I've never tried doing that, but I'm sure it's true. Yeah, so this week is going to be pretty fun. Today we'll do regular Trailer Tuesday reaction kind of stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing this game, Timberborn, and its 1.0 launch. I've waited a while for this. I've been super excited about it. I just haven't had the time to like really put it together and like actually play it on stream, because last week it came out on Thursday. But I figured that last week really wasn't the right week to do it, because I knew that this week I'd have a little bit more wiggle room with my scheduling, so I decided to do it this week instead. So tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Timberborn. I haven't actually seen the 1.0 launch trailer, funny enough, but I did log in and I was like, yeah, time to play, and I got started with my little beaver civilization, of course. Super fun, super cool. I've also been working on some other stuff in the background. So I did finally release that Power World video last weekend. Thank you for, anyone who left feedback or who watched or who just, chilled out, thumbs up, whatever you did. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch that. I know it's a little bit longer of a guide, 28 minutes or 27 minutes, something like that. But that video was so hard for me to put together because there was just the sheer amount of content to squeeze in there was really difficult to keep it concise, but I did my best. hopefully you guys like that. If you throw a corn dog left, is it right or is it left? What is the right answer? Well, it's left, but was it the right way? You're asking the real questions now. Is there a right way to throw a corn dog? I don't know. I'm kind of wondering now. What I will say though is that on Thursday we are going to bring back some rhythm. All right, I've been wanting to play rhythm games on stream for like a while, but it just hasn't worked out with the time, and since I'm only doing 2-hour streams every day that I streamed, it's been a little bit more it's been a little bit more of a hassle to figure out when to negotiate that time, and I want to make sure that I'm like covering everything. Hello, Mr. Frodo Baggins, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, today we have about 20 different trailers. I doubt I'll be able to get through them all, only because I'm only streaming for like 2 hours today. So I'm not really sure if we're gonna get through all of them, but I put the ones up front that I kind of recognized or that I was familiar with, and then from there I just kind of randomized all the rest of them. So like I basically clicked and dragged and reordered them randomly at the end and whatever. So we'll see how far we get. Hopefully we get through all of them. We're going to start off with the Timberborn official version 1.0 launch trailer. Oh, and for those of you who were not around last week, I did fix the headpat emote. So if you at some point feel the urgent need to give me a headpat, you now can. Before we get started, let me make sure I don't miss any redeems here. And if you've noticed at the top of your chat, no matter what platform you're on, you'll see a post up there that says, make sure to vote on what video I make. I put out a poll earlier today on the YouTube post tab, and basically, I'm just asking you guys to figure out which V-Rising video, I should work on. Now, notice I didn't say work on next, because I actually have a next video planned. I'm kind of putting it together, working on that. So anyone looking out for V-Rising content, don't worry. Just because I'm putting out Power World content does not mean I'm not going to put out any V-Rising content. I still have stuff I want to make, as of now anyway. Well, there's at least 3 or 4 videos in my mind that I definitely want to make. As far as castle building goes, I might put a little bit of a pause on castle building. I decided to kind of take a break, right? A little bit on the building. So we might be just trying out different games and stuff a lot at the beginning of this year, mostly. I did mention at the start of the new year that I wanted to try out a lot more variety of games and stuff. So that's kind of the reason why about every other week or so, you guys have been seeing like different demos and stuff. So like, last week I played Horses of Hoofprint Bay. Before that, I played, Hungry Horrors and some other stuff too that I can't remember for some reason. Oh, Wild West, what was it? Wild West Pioneer or something. I think that's what it was called. Wild West Pioneer, something like that. But yeah, it's a big mess. I'm trying to do so many things at once. I think this summer is going to be really, really interesting. Because I do have, some different videos and stuff in mind. And hopefully all the stars align in ways that will just work out. But we'll see. I decided to kind of give myself a little spiel here, talk about this, kind of get it out of the way. But yeah, for anyone who missed it, like I said, the headpat emote is fixed. I ain't your pale. What? So far, the games have been fun. Yeah, it's definitely been fun. Some of them have kind of surprised me more than others. I really considered playing Legend of Komori this week, but ultimately I decided not to. I was reading through some of the reviews, and it looks like the game might need like a few more patches before I decide to kind of purchase it, if that makes sense, because it's at like a $30 price tag, and at a $30 price tag I have certain expectations even of an early access game, and based on what I was reading with the reviews, it might be teetering on the sides of that, so I'm not sure. I'm not totally sold yet on purchase, but who knows? If it goes on sale, maybe I'll like throw it into the rotation. We'll see. All right, thank you for the hydrate, May. I appreciate it. And thank you also for that wonderful headpat. I appreciate that as well. All right. Okay, let's get started. We'll get right into it. Timberborn leaves early access, and version 1.0 is out now on PC, Epic Game Store, Steam, and GOG, or GOG, as some people call it. Watch the Timberborn launch trailer for this lumberpunk city builder game. The version 1.0 update brings new content, including many new post-apocalyptic objects on the new and updated maps, an automation feature, an overhaul of in-game visuals, Steam achievements, and more. And yes, for anyone wondering, I have gotten a couple of Steam achievements. But yeah, it's super exciting. It's funny. It's always funny to me when like an early access game goes into 1.0 and suddenly there's achievements and it's like, great job, you did the thing. And it's like, but I did that a million times. How did I just get how did I? Never mind. Also, before we continue, if you haven't already and you're on the YouTube side, feel free to leave a like on the stream. It helps push it in the algorithm so that we shall keep the rhythm to Thursday. Because Thursday I'm going to be doing rhythm. I'll get more into that later if I remember, but yeah, not the main focus right now. All right, here we go. Timberborn.
The world lies in ruins, left to be rebuilt by the bravest and boldest species still standing. Beavers.
So right now, at least from I remember in early access, we had two different kinds of beavers. We had the folktails and irontails, I think they were called. So the folktails here are on the left and the irontails are here on the right. If you ask me what the difference is, I could just say color, but it's probably more than that. I just haven't unlocked irontails yet, okay? Don't judge me.
Distant cousins, folktails, and iron teeth.
Oh, iron teeth, my bad.
Each faction thriving in their own way. Engineering masterminds.
You know, I really like the way that the game looks, just overall. Like, I was a little worried, like, during the early access version of the game that it looked a little dreary, but now that I'm looking at the 1.0 trailer and have kind of seen what it looks like in game now, it does look a little brighter, a little bit more vibrant. Not too bright. Like, it's not like a drastic difference, but it's still interesting.
Relentless workers. Earth's last hope. But even the best prepared can't escape nature's wrath.
Hold on, let me read the chat real quick. You said, did they happen to add spiders in the game? I doubt it, Spidey. I doubt it. Remember, there's always Dragon Tails too? Oh my god, I forgot about Dragon Tails. Oh my god. What a throwback. Not sure if it's for a while, but I think it's improved visually. Yeah, I agree. It definitely has. I think they even said it in the description. I'm not entirely... I think that's what they said in the description. But my memory's poor. I'm sorry.
Yet, no matter what,
Damn.
beavers never give up. Survival demands resilience, foresight, and sometimes dynamite.
Man, that's so cool. Imagine just making your own lake or something and never having an issue because you made your own lake.
Instinct alone isn't their secret. It is their drive to innovate.
So all of these machines and stuff with all this like craziness here, I think these are new. I have no idea what they do. Like this one, they seem like some kind of, I think these are like assemblers for like the robot beavers or the worker beavers, like this one, right? But before it showed like, let's see if I can go back to the previous frame. Let's go back, hold on.
Isn't their secret. It is their...
Like this. Like I don't think I've ever seen these before. This might be new. I'm not entirely sure. But I also haven't played with Iron Teeth yet, so I'm not, like I said, I'm not really sure. What I really appreciate about this game though is that you can even see here in the background where there's like kind of a lot of like height between like the different walkways. I can really appreciate how this game really allows you to build vertically, because I feel like a lot of city builders, they want you to kind of expand horizontally, or you know, kind of like widening from like where you start. So like games like, for example, I guess like a somewhat example of this would be something like Manor Lords. I feel like Manor Lords does that too, like where you kind of place your plots and place your houses and place your stuff, but you're kind of expanding wide, right? Other city builders like Foundation kind of does that too, where you start with your little village and you kind of expand over time. But the difference is that with the village mechanics and stuff, it actually, a lot of what you decide to build is more focused on, you know, what is convenient logistically and where your resources originally spawn at. Whereas I feel like with this game, there's a little bit more flexibility. Because now you also have the terraforming. So if you're gonna be like, I don't know, if you want to make like a little lake or something in the middle of your beaver kingdom, I guess you could say. Okay, it's not a, I know it's not a kingdom, but if you want to make it, you know, in the middle of your paradise of, you know, beaver living, you could, right? I would assume so. You just gotta let some water in and then build a dam or something and stop it from coming in. I don't know. That would be my guess. But I like that there's, you know, the terraforming aspect, because a lot of city builders just simply don't allow you to do that. Like, you don't have the option to terraform. You don't have the option to, you know, kind of break things down. Like, you can't break through mountains and stuff like that. I mean, I can't even think of one right now other than, I mean, I wouldn't even say city builders. Like, the only thing I can think of that lets you do that would be like regular building games. So like something like Planet Zoo, for example, you can terraform in Planet Zoo. But that's more of a management sim than a city builder with management sims. You know, not management sim stuff. Like, it's hard to explain. It's like Timberborn is more infrastructure, city, industrial, figuring out logistics kind of game, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's a beefdom. Beefdom. Hooter Lords. Oh my god. Are there different tech between the two or just visuals? I think there's different tech, but I'm not entirely sure. Basically you have to, I think, complete a campaign with the folk tales before you can play as Iron Teeth. I have not successfully completed a campaign, so that's something that I like kind of have a head start on already, and I'm hoping like maybe possibly do on stream tomorrow. So that's like my plan. Satisfactory, I've never played Satisfactory. I have like a basic idea of what it is. I would say that this game is probably less like Satisfactory, because it's like, I feel like Satisfactory is like very, very automated, kind of like man, I'm trying to think of like a good example. It's not super automated in this way, because you have the involvement of beavers at every step. So like, even if you have a building that, like a lumber mill, for example, the lumber mill is not working by it's not like V Rising where you just throw the wood in and it just chops for you, right? You need a beaver to work the mill. You need a beaver to, you know, sometimes even provide power to the mill. So there's a lot of different things here at play. I wouldn't say that it's quite like Satisfactory, but it does, I can see why you would ask that, because it definitely has like those visual vibes. But at least from my understanding, it's not quite like that. But I could be wrong. Played a lot of hours of Satisfactory. This is a little bit similar. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Drive to innovate.
I really like these little lines and stuff that they added. So these little zip lines they added, I think, in the patch right before 1.0, and people were like, "Oh my god, flying beavers!" And then, you know, honestly, that's valid. It basically is. It's super cute. I haven't played around with these yet, but I look forward to it for sure.
It's about damn time you join the Beaver Revolution. Get ready to build.
They're
for
so
you
cute.
Are Timberborn.
Adorable. I love it. They're so cute. You know, I always kind of wonder, like, what made them go with beavers? Like, I like, it was such a good idea to pick, like, out of all the animals they could have picked, picking like beavers as, you know, the animal that's, I mean, it's known. Okay, like, I know beavers are not around the entire world, right? So I'm gonna explain this for anyone who's like not familiar with beavers, like as an animal. I'm not gonna assume that you guys know, but beavers are a very teamwork oriented kind of animal. Like, they work together to build these dams and all that to, you know, create their homes, and it keeps them safe from predators and things like that. So yeah, they're natural builders, and the kinds of things that they do also a lot of times leads to a healthier environment overall. And part of the reason why is that you're able to retain water, large amounts of water in one place for extended periods of time, which then, you know, enriches the soil around the, you know, pond or river, wherever the choke point is, right? But yeah, beavers are very tough creatures. They do not play. Okay, they I mean, there's just so much going on there. And another thing too, when I was playing Planet Zoo back in the old days, one time I had a zoo that had like a bunch of American beavers in it. And through that game, I found out that they actually have like this hierarchy where I guess like the oldest, it's based on age, I think. So like the oldest female beaver is like the head honcho of the group, apparently, which I thought was like wild. I was like, wow, that's so cool. Like, beavers are based, man. Yeah, they're always working, they're always chewing. And my understanding too is that their teeth are always growing too. So if they're not like, you know, gnawing on something, it's gonna be a bad time. But yeah, beavers are pretty neat overall. So I think choosing beavers to build a game around, I think, was like such a brilliant idea, and you know, hats off to the devs for that one, honestly. But yeah, would be cool. Would be cool to be a beaver in that game, I guess, as long as I don't die to a drought or something, you know, or bad tide. If you know, you know. All right, next we have Legend of Mushroom Pal World official trailer. So this is a Legend of Mushroom X Pal World, so I guess it's like a crossover event, right? So check out the Legend of Mushroom X Pal World trailer for this crossover event between the idle RPG Legend of Mushroom and the open world survival crafting game Pal World. The limited time event is now and wait, it's out now? I didn't see an update. What? Hold on. No way. February 15th. We got a patch. I don't see any. What do you mean it's out now? Was this released by mistake? That's weird. This is in April. Wait, it's not April. No, this isn't a joke. Okay. I was a little confused though, but I'll read it. The limited time event is out now and celebrates Legend of Mushroom's second anniversary with an in-game carnival. The crossover event introduces Power World characters and pals into Legend of Mushroom, including Chilette, Kativa, Lamball, Daydream, Grisbold, and the fearsome faction leader Zoe, and more. They will be available as limited time pals, mounts, costumes, or powerful support star heroes. New gameplay updates will also be available, giving you a chance to build cozy homes for your pals in the Pal Paradise mode, along with collab mounts Jetragon and Quiver. A new boss battle faction leader challenge will also be introduced. You know what? Now I think about it, isn't Legend of Mushroom like kind of like an AFK RPG game or something like that? Like I think I've seen like a bunch of ads for this game every time I'm like reading webcomics and stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. I've never played this game, so I'm in for a treat, I guess. We'll see. Oh no. Oh man. That's quite a few different pals there. Grisbold has the right idea. I think.
Legend of Mushroom. Get 3,000 consecutive free draws.
What? Consecutive free? I've never heard it. Okay, so I've heard of this game, but I've never seen it, and I think that this is not the game I thought this was. I don't think this is the same game I thought this was. I don't even know what to say. Like, so this isn't the first time Power World has had a crossover event with another game. So if you guys remember, Once Human had a crossover event with Power World, which I thought was like one of the weirdest things, but it also made sense because in that game we do kind of have a form of creature capture, but it's not creature capture. It's more like oh god, what were they called again? I forget what those things were called that you put in your cradle. It was not an anomaly, I don't think. They were called something. I don't remember, but it's kind of interesting. Yeah, this is a cool collab if you're into mobile idle games. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it doesn't hurt to do a collab like this. Like, I wonder how open to collabs, because it feels like Power World is constantly doing collabs with other games. And technically they don't have to. They're a very popular game, right? But it's neat to see. I mean, I don't play this game, but just looking at this is interesting. It makes me wonder, huh, what's going on here, you know? They're floating away with a bunch of balloons. It's just a lot of really neat collabs, honestly. We've had, okay, let's see if I can remember them all. We had what was the first collab we did? Or we had, was it Realms of Terraria? I think was the first collab. Maybe. I could be wrong. Realms of Terraria. That shooter game I can't remember that was like with the robot suits. Oh my god, what was the name of it? I can't remember. You guys help me out. It was Anomaly? Okay. Okay. So it was Anomaly. We had oh, sorry, it was Ultra Kill. That was the other one. So it, oh, Deviants? Oh, maybe it was Deviants. Maybe. They had anomalies and they added pals for later events because of the crossover. Okay. So you have, yeah, so you have Once Human, Realms of Terraria, Ultra Kill, Legend of Mushroom. Is there anything else they, I mean, at this point, I can't think of anything else that they would, I mean, I think that's all of them, but that's quite a few crossover kind of things going on there. I mean, only 2 of them were in their game. Oh, sorry. No, wait, no, I counted them already. See my Legends of Terraria. I can't help but wonder, like, what else are they going to do, you know? Because not every crossover is in their game. So it's funny how, you know, it's kind of spreading so much with the Power World stuff. We're seeing more and more of their presence everywhere. Don't be surprised. Okay, I'm gonna make, all right, I'm gonna make a hot take. I'll make a hot take here. Also, hello, CazVT, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna make a hot take, all right? Laugh at me now, quote me later, I will say. I say in about 15 years, Power World will be very popular to the point where more people are talking about Power World than they are Pokemon. Give it 15 years, I'm calling it. Bold take, all right? Bold take for the future. But I really believe that the way that, you know, Nintendo's kind of moving, shifting and weaving and being all weird about so many things, and just seeing how cool, like, you know, Power World has been about a lot of things and just trying to, you know, listen to players, actually implement things people want, and adding in like cool collabs. They even started a publishing branch. They haven't lost sight yet. They have not lost sight, at least from what I can tell, of what makes a game fun. Whereas, you know, with Pokemon, I feel like that's definitely been a challenge for them. And it would not surprise me if years from now, you know, you'll see Power World trading cards next to Pokemon trading cards at the card store. Or you start seeing Power World merch next to Pokemon merch at GameStop, if it even exists anymore, which I don't think it will. I mean, let's be real, that shit's dying. But if for some miracle they exist long enough, don't be surprised if you start seeing card vending machines, like Power World card vending machines next to the Pokemon ones. Don't be surprised. I'm calling it now. Give it 15 years and the roles will reverse, and you will see a situation where every time Pokemon comes out with a new, you know, lists of Pokemon, people are like, oh my god, they're copying Power World. Watch. I'm calling it now, bro. This is my my hot take into the future. So, you know, laugh at me now, quote me later. I'm calling it. See, I hope on that, honestly, Pokemon has been on top of been greedy. Yep. I read somewhere that 1.0 will be very big. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I think it was like one of the people who work on the game. I think they had, like, on Twitter, they said that the game was that 1.0 was going to be very big, and I'm like, okay, well, what does that even mean? But okay. But to be honest, it's pretty typical of a game that reaches 1.0 to have a large 1.0 patch. That's not weird. That's pretty typical. Now, if they are making a big deal out of it because the size of it is atypical, then that makes sense, you know. But who knows? Let's see, the new Pokemon Gen 10 games really have to do well, or else I think they will lose a lot of their fan base. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Pokopia is doing well, though, I think. Okay. I haven't looked too far into Pokopia. Wouldn't surprise me if they're doing well. Wouldn't surprise me if they're not doing well. The problem with Pokemon is well, okay, so I'm a full disclosure. I grew up with Pokemon. I loved it for a while. I never really got into the games very much. The only one I played was Pokemon Go, which, by the way, people are just now, for some reason, realizing that this was all a ploy to get large swaths of IRL data, which the game literally tells you when you log in, but okay. So I don't know why that's coming up in the conversation again. I thought that was just common knowledge, but anyway, so there's that. There's also lots of frustration from people, and I feel like the launch of Power World has really shaken up, you know, the stuff that's going on, to the point where even last week during Trailer Tuesday, I watched a trailer of like what looked like a Power World knockoff game, which is insane. And I forgot who said it, but someone was like, yeah, we've gone full circle. Like, so it was kind of crazy. There was a company that copied Overwatch, Power World, Pokemon Zelda. Yep, I know what you're talking about. All together and make their own game. It wasn't inspired, it was ripped. Yeah, that we talked about that last week. Yep. FC Island Pokestop should have lots of data. Oh shit. Oh my god. You know, you're onto something. I feel like you're onto something. You read your cards. Maybe someone gotta look at that. Yeah, the game was called Pikmin. Yep. But who knows? I'm calling it now. Give it 15 years. I mean, because remember, you know, Pocket Pair, they're still, compared to the legacy and length of time the Pokemon has been established, you know, Power World has not, you know, lasted that long. Also, they didn't have, you know, an anime or an animated series to start off with before they had the games, if that makes sense. Like, because my understanding is that you had, I think, I don't know if they had manga, but don't quote me. I don't know that much deeply into Pokemon, but from what it looks like, they're starting on a different strategy, and they're going from gaming to physical on other things, so like merchandise and stuff like that. So this could be a little bit different, and it wouldn't surprise me, like I said, you know, laugh at me now, quote me later, 15 years, and Pokemon will be just as well known as Power World. Hot take. Their Twitter got taken down quickly. I hope all the companies sue those people, because wow, that's just, their Twitter got taken down? Really? You know, I went onto the Steam page for the game and it was up at the time I looked at it, but let me see if it's still up. Yeah, there's still a Steam. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold up. Hold on a second. When I type in, here we go. Yeah, Pikmin is still still has a Steam page. What's weird about it, or what makes it so strange to me, is that the developer's name is Pocket Game, which makes me say, like, Is this a troll? Like, I don't understand. Like, anyway, I'll get back into it. It might be taken down over time. Who knows? Who knows? Legend of Zelda. Sorry, Legend. Oh, sorry, not Legend of Zelda. Legend ZA, I think, is less popular than Legend Arceus. I wouldn't know. Pikmin is like a game you make if you're begging to be sued. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, we're gonna move on. Next, we have Dave the Diver in the Jungle DLC official release date trailer. It's official. Dave the Diver in the Jungle DLC launches on all available platforms June 18th. That is a few months from now. Look out for all new freshwater biome friends and foes, minigames, and more. And you can wishlist it on Steam. They're also announcing 2 physical editions of Dave the Diver for PS5 and Nintendo Switch 2 in partnership with Silver Lining Interactive. That's interesting. Huh, physical editions. That's new. The world is healing. You know, it's funny how I said that just now, but I'm serious. Like, I feel like the world is healing a little bit. You know, you have like a good example of this. I have a funny story. So I was watching Has Been Hotel, right? I love the show. And I was watching it on Amazon, but for those of you who don't know, just because you pay for Amazon Prime Video or whatever does not mean you get it without ads, because they're just that greedy. So what ended up happening is I was so annoyed with the ads and the constant interruptions. Like, dude, it was so bad with the ads. You might as well have been watching cable television. It was that bad. Actually, cable television's probably not as bad. What are ads? Exactly. So I said, you know what? F this, I'm done. So I got so fed up that now I have a physical Blu-ray copy of it. I decided to buy the physical Blu-ray because I was not about to sit through ads every 2 seconds. And then, you know, when I got the disc in my hand, I was like, the world is healing. That's what I said. I said, the world is healing. It was Pocket Game and then Poke Game. Looks like a troll company. Yeah, I think it's a troll. Thank you for the hydrate, Isekai dude. Also, welcome to the chat. How you doing? What world have you come here from this time? How have your adventures gone? Thank you for the stretch catchy Kochu, and thank you also for the headpat. You read your curse. Appreciate it. Ow! Oh. Okay, that's funny. Their UK one is up, but the US one was ripped right off? Really? Cable television is a lot worse now. Some TVs will play ads when you switch input-output. What? Or turn on the TV, so newer TVs will be a scam? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's been okay? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. All right, let's get right into it. I know I'm talking a lot today. I'm kind of going slow. I feel like today's a bit of a slow day. I feel chatty today. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, I've never played Dave the Diver. They really quick. They did do a crossover with Dredge, but I never had a chance to really do any of that. So, continuing. Oh no, not the whale explosion. Wow. What the heck? Nice. This is so cool. You know, something I really liked about Dave the Diver is the art style. Like, I felt like this game always had like a cool art style, because even though it had like its pixelated look, it's like detailed and pixelated. this person right here just standing there like smiling and then just like continuing to smile after the explosion is just like it's so crazy. You know, she kind of reminds me of that scientist chick from Unbeatable. What was her name? Oh man, what was her name? The crap, what was her name? She was it not Sforzando, was it? Sforzando, I think it was. I could be wrong, but she kind of reminds me of her for some reason. I think it's the glasses. I think it's the glasses, the face, the hair, you know, something about it. I don't know. She reminds me of her. Your brain will be processing at 7 FPS a second. Oh my god. Yeah, but I really like this. This is super cool. It's nice to see a DLC coming out for the game after a while. I think the last time I haven't seen any new stuff from them, I think since the crossover with Dredge, but I could be wrong. Maybe I missed stuff. I don't know. I don't play the game myself, but it looks interesting. I might possibly play it at some point, but I gotta find time to play it. I have so many other things to play right now. Like I have, like, just to show you guys like the level of like copium that I'm huffing right now, telling myself that I'll find time to play this game. I have like a few games that I have downloaded for like over a year that I haven't touched yet because I'm waiting for like the perfect moment to play them. Does that make sense? I know it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think Sforzando was the boss, the chick that I was talking about. She reminds me of Sforzando. Crazy. All right, continuing. Usual June official trailer. Dames for Games. I like that. Dames for Games. Spring 2026 showcase. Usual June is a third-person action-adventure game with frantic, flexible combat, a witty cast, and an original conspiracy story that is equal parts terrifying, funny, and sweet. Usual June will be available on Steam, and a demo is out now. For June and her new besties, alive and dead, as they investigate the town's security spanning secret history, explore a shattered multi-dimensional continuum, chill at the cemetery, defend themselves against massive monsters from beyond the pale, and deflect their parents' questions about what they're doing after they graduate. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. I just want to say I really like the visual style of this. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the style from oh, crap, what was the hold on, I'm thinking about the wrong, the style from Arcane. What was it, Fortiche or something, or I think it's like Fortiche or Fortiche or something. I can't remember how to pronounce it, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of it just because of the shading around the eyes, the facial structure, you know, but like the color scheming is completely different, you know, but it's still kind of an interesting, like the way that the characters are drawn or look or modeled, however they do it, reminds me a lot of that. Oh. Oh. Oh man, what is that? Why do they have Okami voices? Like, you know, isn't that like kind of weird? Like it okay, it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing, but when I heard their voices, it immediately reminded me of Okami for some reason. Like I had like Okami flashbacks just hearing their voices. Like it's almost like they're speaking a full sentence, but it's played backwards and then forward again at the same time, but it's like choppy. It's weird. It's like it has like Okami vibes, bro. what is that? All right. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I will say the combat of this game does not feel enticing to me as far as like visually or anything like that. Like it seems kind of disconnected from everything else, but it's probably because I don't know or understand the context of what's happening here. It does look interesting though. Yeah, like I agree. It looks good visually. Like visually looks pretty good. It's shiny and interesting, right? As far as like this cavern with like creatures, we haven't really seen that many creatures. It's almost like you see one like every once in a while, and then once you clear it, you just kind of move forward. So the combat to me seems a bit underwhelming, not gonna lie. So like, let's see if I can skip forward. It just seems a little bit underwhelming. And I don't know if it's because the rest of the story stuff is like kind of, you know, mixed in there, or if it just happens to be the area that she's in, or, you know, because I don't really understand what's happening here. Cave areas seem so visually different from the other areas. Yeah, it's almost like I wonder if she's just getting like teleported to a different world or something, or like this is like an alien planet or something weird like that. Like I wonder if that's kind of what's going on, but it's definitely interesting. I'd say it's intriguing. I'll give it that. All right, next we have WTF Waifu Tactical Force official gameplay trailer. Now I don't remember who put this on the list, but when I saw that name I was like, it's going on the list, I guess. Maybe a different dimension. Yeah, I think so. That'd be my guess too. But yeah, Waifu Tactical Force. It's a, oh god, it's a hero-centric shooter. Female character, not anime, FPS, fast-paced, team-based shooter, TPS, competitive, PvP, PvE, first person, action adventure, 3D tactical, multiplayer, did it say multiplayer somewhere else here? I guess not. Oh, team based, okay. Multiplayer, military, action, co-op, management. What does that mean? Okay, well that's all it says. It just gave me a list of categories. It didn't tell me. Definitely has name recognition. I agree, Zito. I think that's what they were going for. So it's a good start. It's kind of like why, you know, certain games like these, okay, I don't play hero shooters. I don't even play shooters, okay? That's not really my thing. The FPS genre kind of eludes me as something to enjoy. I just don't really enjoy those. What I will say though is that a lot of times if a game's name is recognizable and memorable, it helps, especially if they're trying to break into a genre that like is kind of low-key oversaturated. So let's see what they have going for them and check out this trailer. Okay, so something I noticed right away is that the guns have a very interesting thematic to them. As far as like where you aim and stuff like that. Like I just think this was such a good idea to have this like the little whiskers kind of point toward like where you're aiming. Like that's such a, it's a small detail, but it's a thoughtful detail, I think. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest, guys, just watching this trailer is already starting to give me motion sickness. Like, I can't really imagine this thing looks like a Tamagotchi almost. It's so small. What the heck? Anyway, This is why I don't play FPS games, but well, I'll continue. So it seems to all be on the same map, I think, at least from what we're watching. This area kind of reminds me a little bit of PSO2, like in the not New Genesis, but the OG PSO2. How like if you are on the ship, which is like your main base, right? Like when you're on the ship, it kind of reminds me of that. Like just the architecture. For some reason, I'm getting like PSO2 vibes. It's weird. Waifu Tactical Force. So something I thought was interesting is that they also said on here that there's PvE content. So I don't know if you're like, if you could fight against bots or something, or if it's just like an actual like horde of enemies kind of situation, or, you know, I'm not really sure. And I assume this is all the same map. So this is like a kind of like a town, city, kind of new age area thing. I don't know. Let's see that. Let's see if I can definitely. Okay, I already read that. Isn't it being first person defeats the purpose of having good looking waifus? You know, Xeno, now that you mention it, I think it does. I think you're right, man. The more I think about it, I'm like, you know, you have a point. You have a point. But technically, your opponents are waifus too. So I guess you're kind of looking at them. Just not your own. So, I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point. It feels more like, it's like battle waifus or something. Like you're just fighting waifu versus waifu. I don't know, man. This is so weird. The name itself has almost like a comical feel to it, but like the actual gameplay just looks like a regular shooter. Like a regular, like there's nothing about this gameplay that made me say this is unique. And that's not saying much because I don't play shooters really. Or, you know, what's it called again? Hero shooters, I should say, more specifically. So I can't really comment on that, but I didn't see anything that like stood out to me as, wow, this is unique, or, oh, I haven't seen this before, or anything. The only thing I could say is maybe unique is just like the weapons themselves and how they look. But that's not really saying much because most games I think have weapon skins, don't they? So I don't know. Can you dress up your waifu? I assume you can. I mean, I would assume you can, because if not, there's no point to this game. It should have been waifu mud wrestling or beach volleyball. Oh my god. Wow, that's funny. Yeah, but I'll give him that. The weapons at least you do look kind of unique. I don't know why I said the weapons do look unique at least. I'll give him that. But yeah, I don't know. Not really my thing. I could see why someone suggested this though. It's definitely memorable. I'll give it that. All right, next we have Don't Lose Aggro official early access announcement trailer. Check out the early access announcement trailer for Don't Lose Aggro, an upcoming action party-based dungeon crawling game developed by Oren Korin. Players will make unique builds to take into battle from raid to raid. Don't Lose Aggro is coming soon to early access for PC. Okay, check it out. Hold on, let me check the it says 1080, but it don't look 1080 to me. It was not 1080. YouTube be lying. Protect your team. unlock powerful talents. Okay, let's read these real quick. Throw aggro. Ability upgrade. Shield throw. Aggro priority will first bounce to enemies without aggro. Okay. Damage. Ability upgrade. Dodges grant plus 20 whirlwind damage. Stacks resets after use. And then damage upgrade. Ability upgrade deals plus 10 damage. Okay. Oh, there's more over here. So there's companion upgrades. You can get a heal for additional 15 every 3 seconds, or instead of dying, companion emergency heal. 100% heal can only happen once. Ooh. Some people like to play dangerously. So it looks like you're basically playing as a tank, and as long as you don't lose aggro, you win? That's an interesting idea, actually. This kind of reminds me of, like, another game I saw not too long ago where it was some kind of, like, I think it was called, like, Healer RPG or something like that, where you play the game as a healer, but your teammates are basically, like, bots. Like, you're not able, like, how do I say this? It's a single player, how do I say it? I'm not good at describing this. Let me start over. There was another game this reminds me of, and the other game this reminds me of is one, I think it was called like Healer RPG or something like that. And in that game, it's a single player game, but it plays like an MMO where you're the healer. And I remember thinking about that. I was like, wow, MMOs for introverts, you know, it's kind of an interesting concept. Let me see if I can find it. Heal RPG or something, or I'm gonna see if I can find the name of the game. I cannot find it. Healing RPG? Raid healing? I don't know what it was called. I can't remember. But basically it was like a game where you only played as a healer. So I wonder if this is like the tank version of that, like where instead of only playing as a healer, you have like, I don't know, you only play as a tank. Is that how this is gonna go? Like, I don't know, man. I just wonder, because I just thought it was such an interesting idea, because as someone who's played MMOs before, where, you know, everyone has their own specific role and everyone has like their own thing they're supposed to do, it's definitely interesting to see games like this start to pop up, but in a different format. So this could be interesting. I don't know if I'd play this game, but it's definitely, you know, kind of piqued my interest. I'll give it that. All right, next we have HOA 2 official announcement trailer. HOA. When I see HOA or HOA or HWA, I don't know if it's HOA or HWA. I have no idea, but I'm gonna say HOA because all I can see from this is homeowners association every time I read that. Don't miss the announcement trailer for HOA or HWA 2. It's probably HOA. I don't know. An exploration-based 3D adventure platformer developed by Scrollcat Studio. Players will step into nature with a serene art style to solving puzzles, explore the great outdoors, and bring the gift of life to a loved one. Seek a new purpose in HWA or in HOA 2. I can't say this. The name is killing me. Coming soon to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC on Steam. Yeah, when I see HOA, I think of Homeowners Association. Like I don't know, man. Healer's Quest? Maybe it is Healer. That name sounds familiar. Let me check really quick. No, it was not Healer's Quest. It was not this game. I remember the art for the game was a lot darker, and it wasn't this. It was something similar to this, but it was not this. And the gameplay was different. But yeah, good guess. Good guess, Majin, but no, it's not it. We'll figure it out. All right, here we go. Okay, that is adorable. Oh. Googly eye creatures. I hope there's no spiders though. That'd be really scary. What is this game supposed to be? I'm confused. Hold on. Exploration-based 3D adventure platformer? Okay. Because I was like, wait a second, this could be a lot of different genres here. Oh, okay. So apparently this is the second game in this series, but I had never played the first one, so I don't know much about it. Super cute though. Super cute. This looks like something that you play when you want to lower your blood pressure. That's what this seems like to me. Art style seem is it Ghibli or Ghibli? Because I've pronounced it both ways, but I think it's Ghibli, but I could be wrong. Someone tell me. Someone who is knowledgeable, please let me know. Art style looks good, but where's the gameplay? Yeah, like, so this is just an announcement trailer. So not a gameplay trailer, not a release date trailer or anything by that means. So I guess I can let it pass. This is probably like more like the equivalent of like a teaser trailer, to be honest. But yeah, I'd like to have seen gameplay, because even I had to go back and read what was this again. I mean, I don't really have a strong opinion on this. I think it's funny how all the creatures have like googly eyes though. It's kind of funny. This robot kind of reminds me of like what was that other bot? What was his name? I can't remember. I can't remember what I'm thinking about, but anyway. It looks cool. Looks relaxing, and like I said, it looks like the kind of game that would just lower your blood pressure. You know, maybe some of us need that. I know I do. All right, here we go. Zero Stress King Idle Defense official trailer. Take a look at the Zero Stress King trailer for this upcoming short, relaxing, incremental game disguised as a tower defense, but enemies can't reach your walls. Thanks to lava. Oh, thanks to lava. Okay. Thanks. I almost read that like 3 times. Jesus. Zero Stress King will be available on PC on March 30th, 2026, and a demo is out now on Steam. All right, let's check it out. Oh. It will destroy your kingdom. Okay, watch out for the lava. Oh, I see. So basically, oh, that's interesting. So basically, is there like no win condition then? They trolling that looks like a lot of stress. No, like, because if the lava is like the impenetrable force, then do you really need to take out these enemies, or are you just putting them out of their misery before they even have a chance to burn in the lava? I don't know. Yeah, because see, they all just died. So maybe that's why it's zero stress. You can't lose. Interesting. Okay, so you have upgrades and stuff. Interesting. But they still fall into the lava pit, so... Looks like there's no real threat to you. Yeah, even here, they're all dying in the lava. What the heck? That is so funny. What the? That's such a good idea. It's like, oh, you can just continue to get stronger just for fun, but there's no real threat to you. Like, I love that. I love that so much. It's pretty troll, actually. This is wow. I wonder what the comments say on this one. It should be called 0 bitrate stressor. What the heck? Oh my god, no why every enemy you don't kill dies in lava, no stress, baby. Just let them die to lava. If they would die to lava, then what's the point? Entertainment, of course. Entertainment. Hey, if you put them out of their misery before they die in the lava, it's still fun. It's just kind of interesting because I was like, you know, I can see why they call it 0 stress, because it's literally, it makes sense as an idle defense game, because idle defense games tend to be that way, or just idle anything really, where there's no real stress behind it usually, or no real consequences a lot of times behind it, which can be good. I don't know, if you're looking for something chill, this might be the game to pick up. Who knows? All right, next we have Campwood official announcement trailer. Check out the announcement trailer for Campwood, a co-op wilderness survival game developed by Hidden Button. Players will work together with friends to make use of the great outdoors to touch grass and escape with their lives. Solve a multi-step mystery, encounter great dangers, and stalk enemies in the darkness. Campwood is coming soon to PC on Steam. Yeah, it's a safety net. I agree. Safety net. All right, here we go. Dynamite? What? No. Oh my god. That's an angry bear. It's a very angry bear.
Do we have supplies?
We need mushrooms and some
more
fish.
wood.
Guys, I spotted something on the mountain. A building, I think.
Okay, so it looks like there's an in-game chat.
To our car. What the heck?
Okay, we have the assembly guide.
Oh my god, bro, that assembly guide looks like a freaking one of those IKEA furniture guides, man. Look at it. It looks like it reminds me of that. I don't know why. I hate guides like this, man. It's like, yeah, just do this general thing, and I'm like sitting here looking at it like this, like this, and I'm like putting the door upside down and shit. Like that would be me.
Okay,
I'm not good with this.
Assembly guide.
Excellent instructions.
We found something. Get up here.
Got it, we're coming. Look there.
Oh, okay, here's some of the base building stuff, I guess. I think. Oh, shopping.
Okay, follow my instructions. Forward. Yeah. Right. Okay. Forward. Yeah. Left. Okay. We did it! It's open!
Yay, we've got the wheels. We've got our wheels.
So it looks like up to like 4-player co-op almost. I think it's up to 4 players from what it seems here. Huh. Oh, moving around at night.
Remember how to get back to camp?
Yeah, I've got it. Follow me. Straight ahead.
Oh man, I bet some crazy stuff's about to happen.
Hold on. There's something there or someone.
Oh, what the heck is that?
Guys?
No, go, go, go!
Run! What is that?
Oh no, it's the Pigmon bear.
Don't look back. Run, guys,
Coop.
run!
could be a streamer game, I think. Yeah, I agree. Oh man. It definitely has that like derpy aspect to it. I definitely feel like this could be a streamer game. Maybe something fun to do with friends. I don't know. It's not really like I don't really know what to take away from this. Like on one hand, there seems to be like actual objectives and puzzles and stuff you have to do with your group in order to like kind of get through it, which is fine. On the other hand, the characters are so derpy. I just like I find it so funny. Like I don't know. Like something about the way they look just cracks me up. I think it's, you know, supposed to be lighthearted in this way, but like I said, like seeing like actual puzzles and stuff for teamwork objectives, that's kind of neat to see. I wonder how much of this is in the game though. Because at first when they approached this building, I thought it was like a base. These assembly instructions would drive me nuts though, straight up. But I guess they're expecting you to know what a vehicle looks like or is supposed to look like, so it'd be like that sometimes. Give it the new NVIDIA DLSS 5 treatment. You know, I saw people talking about that. I haven't even like looked into that. Like someone suggested it, I think for like a trailer or whatever today, but I chose a different one that they suggested because I just thought it was more interesting. I forgot which game it was though, but maybe. Maybe. All right, let's continue. Trash Day official announcement trailer. Take a look at the Trash Day announcement trailer for this upcoming physics-based co-op adventure. In Trash Day, team up with your raccoon squad, scavenging trash, fill your shopping cart, and work together to get back home. Live your best raccoon life. Trash Day will be available on PC in 2026. All right, so we went from beavers to raccoons. Here we go. Oh no! Rip. They're lucky they didn't die there. That's crazy. Teamwork. Wait, so we have a red panda here too? What? Is that like a skin? Or is that just like... Is it because like people call raccoons trash pandas? Like, I don't know. That's funny. Oh. Oh, they made it. Oh my god. Oh, that's just mean. That's rude. Look at them taunting him. Oh, that's so messed up. Backing up. Backing up. Dumping 2026? Bruh, that's funny. It's called trial and error, part of the plan. Honestly, I think I prefer this kind of co-op game, to be honest. Like, compared to, like, the last one, I feel like this could also be a streamer game. But I think what I like about this one more is the trial and error aspect. Like, the fact that there seems to be, like, no correct answer to get to, you know, the finish line or whatever objective you're trying to do. So yeah, I agree. This could be fun. This one would be kind of fun to try out, I think. Super cool. All right. Next, Remothered Red Nun's Legacy announcement trailer, PS5 games. This is the official announcement trailer for Remothered Red Nun's Legacy, the third and final chapter of the cult survival horror trilogy developed and published by Stormmind Games, coming 2026. May contain content inappropriate for children. Okay. Well, No one here is a child, so we should be good.
What are we willing to do to save our children?
Oh, by the way, it says that this is like the third and final chapter of like a series. I've never played the other 2 games, assuming that there's 2 other games before this. Never played it.
The bodies of 4 of the previously reported missing have been found.
Oh, ew. Ew.
A child is dreaming in REM phase. With open wings, a moth is ablaze.
Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, that's lovely. This is wonderful. Yeah, I think this could be interesting. I don't really play games like this where, you know, you're kind of, you know, peeking around the corner, looking around, you know. But if you're into that kind of stuff, I could see this being fun. Not really my cup of tea, but can definitely see it. Definitely looks like the kind of game that you don't want to play at night by yourself in the dark room. You know, it's pretty gross, pretty weird. This last part at the end though kind of gets me. Whenever you're turning any kind of corner, like I hate turning corners in games like this, man. That makes me nervous. But the fact you see them coming through the window, and then she's like, "Whoa, hold up." Like, what is that? That's so weird. I don't know. It's a weird game. You seen the new Resident Evil? No, I have not, actually. Let's see. All right, next we have Adorable Adventures, official release date trailer launching April 30th. We are happy to announce Adorable Adventures arriving on April 30th. I just read that. What the heck? Join Boris the baby boar on a cozy, heartfelt journey to reunite with his family. Aww. Oh, he is kind of cute. Step into the peaceful world of Adorable Adventures, a relaxing third-person exploration game where you play as Boris, a young boar searching for his family after a forest fire. Explore rolling meadows, forest paths, caves, and rocky highlands as you uncover secrets using Boris's growing sense of smell. Follow scent trails, discover hidden stories, solve gentle puzzles, and simply enjoy reconnecting with nature. The game features beautifully detailed landscapes inspired by the, oh god, I'm gonna mess this up, Cevennes National Park in southern France, and tells a warm, family-friendly story perfect for cozy game fans. Trust your nose, follow the trail, find your family. Okay. This is cute. Thank you for the hydrate, Majin. The stretch, what did you do? And the headpat, what did you do? Appreciate that. Get that good stretching. The moment I saw it coming, I would have run away. Same, Majin. I've been like, nope, 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 nope. I would have tried to hide. That's what I would have done. Hello, Nido Canudo! It's been a while. How have you been? Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Alright, here we go.
This little guy is Boris. Even though he's young, Boris has an incredible sense of smell and can use his nose to learn about the plants and wildlife around him. The park is full of exciting things just waiting to be discovered. But with so many different areas, it's easy to get lost, especially after the fire. Boris knows that his brothers and sisters are out there, and while finding them won't be easy, he's determined to bring them back together. so they can be a family once more.
Aww. So cute. Oh, my heart. It's been a while, Xolo. I'm doing all right. How are you, beautiful? Hope you doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm over here checking out some game trailers, you know, on this wonderful Trailer Tuesday. But oh my god, I love this. This is so cute. I love this whole like concept of, yeah, you gotta find your family, but there's also cute little piglets also. Oh my goodness, look at that face. Oh. I love games like this. This would I feel like this game would straight up kill me of cuteness. Like I just wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd be like, "Aw," at like every little thing, you know? The orphans in the forest fire. Possibly. They haven't told us. I assume that might be the case, but who knows? Guess you gotta look for them. Gotta look for your family. Yep, adorable adventure. All right. Next we have Monk Tookbook. Get a look at the demo trailer for Monk Tookbook, a co-op medieval puzzle simulation game developed by SquarePlay Games. Players will organize the halls of a medieval library with friends, organize, stack, and don't forget the placement of books. Monk Tookbook is coming soon to PC on Steam with a demo available now on Steam. Okay. I gotta say, the name of the game is memorable. It's just a tongue twister. I don't like tongue twister game titles. That's my big complaint so far. The hog does look cute. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Monk Tookbook it feels like a tongue twister that's like easy to mess up. So who knows? Maybe it's just me. Let's watch.
Hello, I'm Al.
And I'm Sarah.
And together we've made a co-op game about organising books in a monastic library.
That's right, it really is a game about stacking books and remembering where you put them. Hey, where do you think this goes?
I think we're keeping seafood books upstairs.
So how it works is, every day you get new books to organise however you like. But you can't judge a book by its cover.
Or can you? Actually, you can. In fact, you have to. You see, these books don't have titles or anything useful like that. Instead, they only have a little picture on the front. So it's all about how you choose to group things together, so you can find them later. And you can use your own logic for however you do this.
At night, the scribes ask you to fetch some of them, so you've got to memorise where you left them.
Just call it MTB. I don't know what that stands for. Oh, sorry, Monk Tookbook. I sorry. Yeah, MTB. There you go. Thank you. I gotta say, like, the idea of organizing a monastic library, that's quite the challenge. Like, that's a lot of books. I mean, even at the top here, it says 267 books. Like, that's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I guess you are kind of a scribe.
Okay, I know where the portcullises are, so I'll get them.
Okay, and I will get the fire and the honey pot. Sounds easy? It is, but it gets harder the more books you have, and you'll only have till morning to get your orders done.
Also, did I mention?
Oh, there's a time limit. Ooh, okay, the stakes have gotten a lot higher. All right, I'm gonna head out tonight and have a good stream. Xolo, nice to see you again. Beautiful Xolo, hope you have a wonderful life. She's amazing. Thank you so much, Nito Canuto. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a great night. Take care, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you.
The library is haunted. You're quite likely to encounter skeletons, creepy man.
Whoa. We went from we're organizing books in a library to this place is haunted. And like, what? What? No. I missed something here. No way. The book is floating, guys. Why is the book floating?
You're...
Ooh. They took damage from that bug. What the heck?
Quite likely to encounter skeletons, creepy man-sized rabbit archers, and poltergeists that you'll have to deal with using various tools and weapons.
Oh my god.
Then there are other things to deal with, like fire,
Fire.
rats, or spiders. The usual medieval likely stuff.
Why won't you love me, Dad?
I hate
I'll
it.
be anything you want me to be.
I hate it so much. Oh, that literally jump scared me, guys. Oh my god. Oh, everything was so good, and then it, oh, they just threw a spider in there. No. Oh, oh my god. I had to catch my breath a little. Like, I literally like jumped almost out of my seat when I saw that. No. All right. Hopefully it doesn't come back.
There's also a bit of physics going on, so you can chuck books to your fellow monks to save time, or into the faces of any enemies.
The pen is mightier than
Oh, they're weapons. How lovely.
the sword, as they say. I know they're books, but still. Ironically, when making this game, we discovered we both have terrible memories. So we put in some difficulty options for the amount of books and monsters you get. That way, you can make it as chilled or as hectic as you want.
Oh, okay. So you have some customizability. This is it. This might be a good one to pick up, even though I'm afraid of spiders. But it might be a good one to pick up.
So that's about it. We're setting the demo live so you can give it a try alone or with your friends. Give it a wishlist if you like the idea, and we'll be releasing it later this year.
Cool. Monk Took Book. MTB. Demo 6th of March. So that demo's out already. Interesting. So my thoughts before the spider. Not bad. Like this idea after the spider. I like the customizability options. See, you can I assume disable spiders. You have rats, spiders, jumping spiders. What do you mean jumping spiders? Oh my god. Why would you add that? Why? Oh. Should be spiders took book? Yeah. Like, what the heck? They weren't satisfied with just spiders. They had to add jumping spiders as a separate category. As if it's not the same amount of frightening, okay? Like, I'm already starting to get flashbacks of like a few months ago when I had a freaking jumping spider jump on my like chest, and when I looked down and I saw it, we made eye contact several times over, and it scared me, man. I was like, ah! Like just straight up like freaking out, okay? And I see this as a separate category, and I'm just like, well, shit. So if I play, I like that I can disable it. So if I did play this game, I would probably just straight up disable the spiders and the jumping spiders, because that is terrifying. Thank you for the head pat, Majin. Appreciate it. I feel a little better now after that. Thank you. Oh, that's terrifying. You know what? I'm gonna add this one because you can, from what it looks like, disable all of the spiders, jumping and non-jumping. I think I am gonna add this one to my wish list. So I'm gonna see if I can play the demo at some point, but I'm going to add this to my wish list. I wonder if you can play this game. Okay, yeah, so it's single player and online co-op, and there is family sharing. So anyone who cares about that on Steam, there you go. Whew. YouTube missing the best part. What are they missing? What are you talking about? Definitely Game of the Year candidate. Oh, I be missing the best part. No. No, absolutely not. But you know what? Because I can disable it, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I like this one. This one's going on my wish list. I think I'd actually want to play this one. All right, here we go. Also, I really like organizing things. That's fun for me. I like coming up with a method of organization. All right, Calx release date trailer, future game show 2026. Calx launches on PC June 4th, 2026, with console release following later this year. Play Calx demo on Steam. Begin your journey as the Seeker on the warp-corrupted planet Zero. Discover your ruins of the Quoth's civilization. Scan your surroundings and find your flow within a vast atmospheric world. Our demo is available and includes the complete tutorial and a first look at the Canyon region, where you learn the core mechanics and begin to uncover the secrets of a fallen world. All right, let's check it out. You know, this art style and the zoom out of what seems to probably be the main character reminds me a lot of another game. I can't remember the name of it because I never played it, but I vaguely remember there being a game that got like an award or something at some point, and it was basically like, you know, a kind of similarly dressed figure, but I want to say they were like all in white or something. And they were just kind of drifting through the sands and stuff. I can't remember the name of the game, but it was probably over, I want to say at least 6 years ago. Yeah, the art, it just kind of seems familiar. It feels familiar. Alright, we have a little bit of platforming here. We had combat earlier. The combat does seem a little crazy. It almost feels like kind of bullet hell-like, I would say. Interesting. Interesting. I do like the art style of the game. I think it's kind of cool. I feel like the combat in this game is going to be challenging. It just kind of gives me those vibes. Like especially something like this. Like this looks crazy. And then you have, you know, occasional enemies. The platforming might be fun. That might be its own challenge in itself. But I don't know, this one looks pretty cool. This might be a good like standalone game to just like play by yourself. Yeah, it could be very interesting. Get my thumbs up. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Had to blow my nose real quick. I was like, ugh. You know, it's that allergy season, man. It's coming for me. Trying to take me out. It's trying to take me out. All right, here we go. Next we have Blood of the Lead Moon. Or is it the Lead Moon? I don't know. I'm gonna go with Lead. Official gameplay trailer. Don't miss the gameplay trailer for Blood of the Lead Moon, a upcoming third-person Souls-like action RPG developed by Nair Larson. Players will survive through sheer and brutal melee combat with precise gunplay and in war. Oh, let me reread that. My brain just like scrambled all the words for some reason. Players will survive through sheer and brutal melee combat with precise gunplay and a war hanging in the balance due to the destruction of war. Explore this gothic world in Blood of the Lead Moon. I think it's Lead because it's a shooter, I think. Or sorry, not a shooter. I don't know. I'm confused. Coming to PC on Steam. Japanese for red. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, hold on. It's like a mix of serene and chaotic instances. Okay. Here we go. You know, this game is kind of giving me like just a little bit like the way that the okay, let me go back. So the environment, right? The environment, the way that the character looks kind of reminds me a little bit of Nier. Not Nier Automata, but Nier. And the characters themselves, it kind of reminds me a little, I don't know why I'm getting like oh crap, what was the name of that? It was another Souls-like game, but I can't remember the name of it. Oh crap. It was popular like a couple of years, like I want to say a couple of years ago. I can't remember the name of the oh crap, someone help me out here. Help me out here. It was another Souls-like. It was an shit. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to look it up. Let me quickly look and see if I can figure it out. It was kind of like the enemies kind of looked like puppets, kind of, I think. And it was Life of Pi? Let me see. No, no, not Life of Pi. It was Lies of P, I think. Lies of P. That's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of Lies of P. Like, just the visual style. Something about it. It just kind of reminds me of that. Yep. Thank you for almost getting it, Xeno. I appreciate it. It helped me get the answer. There we go. Thank you. It's like Lies of P mashed with like Nier. It's weird. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, my hair looks like that in the morning when I wake up. It really does. Like, if you look at the, yeah, that's my hair every morning. Lies of Pi, because it's based on Pinocchio. Yep, Pinocchio. Lies of P. Some of these buildings and stuff kind of remind me a little bit of Nightingale, actually. It's kind of interesting. You Super Saiyan 3? What's weird about the music for this video is that it reminds me a lot of these like old school like Final Fantasy game tracks for some reason. I don't know why. It just gives me like retro vibes. I think it's the horn. The environment is kind of like Brighter Bloodborne. I could see why you'd say that. I never played Bloodborne myself, but I could see why you'd say that. All right, next we have, well, actually, okay, really quick, my thoughts before I move on. Visual style seems okay. Art style seems okay. Seems to be a lot of craziness going on here. But yeah, it definitely, to me, comes off as like Lies of P meets like Dark Souls, kind of, meets I don't know, like the environmental stuff kind of reminds me a little bit of Nightingale, how like the city's all busted down, and then there's like a bunch of other stuff. So visually speaking, I think it looks good. I just I'm gonna be honest, I don't care much for Souls-like games. It's just I get too frustrated playing them. I get too frustrated, I get heated, I get frustrated, angry, discouraged. So I just don't even bother. I'd rather stick to my finding my family as a little piggy in the forest game. I think that's a lot more fun for me, to be honest. But that's just more of a personal taste. I'm sure plenty masochists out there will love to play this. All right, here we go. Cordura official announcement trailer. Check out the Cordura announcement trailer for this upcoming co-op psychological horror game where up to 4 players enter a Victorian mansion to retrieve the roses of the night before time runs out and the house seals them inside. But as sanity fades, the night begins to mimic your companions, using their bodies and voices to deceive you from within. Cordura will be available on PC and PS5. In Cordura, every extraction becomes a tense race against the clock as the mansion shifts and evolves throughout the night, growing darker and more disturbing as the bells toll. Procedural layouts, permadeath, and unpredictable encounters turn each playthrough into a claustrophobic descent into paranoia, fear, and fractured sanity. Ooh, okay. That sounds fun. Crazy. All right, let's go.
It's a simple job for men with nerve. The roses, that's why you're here. That place'll make your skin crawl, but it'll make you rich. Break in, take it, get out, and keep it quiet. We don't know what happens in there, but that place, it twists men.
Ooh, that's creepy. That's creepy. Oh no. Oh.
And above all, remember, those places must remain closed.
Closed.
You see, it's a simple job. Break in, take it, get out. That's all.
That's all. It's simple. The characters look like the ghosts will be afraid of them. Exactly, bro. That's what I was thinking. Like, oh my god. Sound like paradise. Get me out of here. Oh my god. Wishlist now. This might be a fun one. I can see this being a streamer game. I think a lot of like horror streamers might hop on something like this. Just because there's always that chance of like, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if it's kind of like that other horror game that we looked at that I forget what it was called. It was something of Cthulhu or something like that. It was some kind of Cthulhu game, but it was also psychological horror. And I remember there was like a bunch of, it was like co-op opportunities where you could like, you know, go in with a bunch of people and the game would confuse you into accidentally killing your teammates essentially. So I wonder if this is kind of like a similar kind of game. Thank you for the hydrate, Spidey. I will do that. Thank you for the stretch, and thank you for the headpat. I appreciate it. Good stretch. Yeah, that's pretty neat. All right, next we have We Gotta Go official release date trailer. Check out the gameplay from the We Gotta Go. Sorry, wow, I can't read today. Holy crap. Check out gameplay from We Gotta Go in this trailer for the upcoming co-op horror comedy game. Horror comedy. Okay. We Gotta Go. I'm sorry, the name of the the name of this game, it just makes me think like you gotta go to the bathroom or something. We gotta go to the bathroom. Like, that name, bro. Will be available on PC on April 14th, 2026. You and your friends are on a road trip and the dodgy gas station burritos you ate earlier aren't sitting right. The only bathroom for Miles is just so happens to be inside a haunted mansion. Okay, so that is the theme. Okay, good. Okay, that's part of the game. That makes sense. It's a good title. The fact that I came up with that without reading that, it's a good title.
Help me out. In a stomach.
I got you, bro.
Full of sketchy burritos.
Kick him in the nuts.
Yeah! The pressure builds. Your only hope.
Looks like we gotta find a key.
Your only relief.
Ooh, loot. Oh, I got a fort!
Lies in haunted halls.
Anybody got some clean pants?
Don't touch me. Oh, why are they full of corn?
Find the key.
Holy.
Make it to the bathroom.
Bro, somebody give me a weapon. He's behind me. He's behind me.
Or become the poo.
Oh no! I've been pooped.
Oh my god, he literally became... Wait a second, was that a... Never mind, I'm not going back.
Oh man, we gotta go.
Run.
What happened here?
Got a turtle head popping, guys.
No scope 360.
Oh my god.
I'm a poop, don't leave me.
Oh god, they're right behind us.
Get inside, get inside.
What the hell?
We gotta go. April 14th.
It's crazy this game doesn't release on April 1st, straight up. Yeah, I agree. This is definitely a streamer game. I wouldn't exactly call this horror. It comes off more to me like comedy than horror, to be honest. I don't know if I like the concept. Like, I think the title of the game makes sense. The concept is interesting and just kind of comical, but it just almost feels like too much of a gag game without, like... I don't know. I don't really find it that funny. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I understand what they were trying to do here. I just don't personally enjoy that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater. I'm not sure. Yeah, too much poop. Alright, next we have /0 official announcement trailer. Don't miss the announcement trailer for /0 3D action roguelike platformer developed by Street Lamp Studio. Players will embody a time hacker on a quest through different timelines to deal with the Lord of the Void once and for all. Explore a vibrant and detailed cyberpunk world, make use of deep combat skills, and fight for the truth of it all. /0 is coming soon to PS5 and PC, Steam, and Epic Games Store. Alright, let's check it out.
Heroes arrived unnoticed, until it was too late. Slowly, time began to crumble. Watch among the fractured timelines. Fight until your last breath. And repeat.
I really like the visual style of this game. Like the lighting and stuff is pretty cool. The tone is really consistent. It has like a darker tone with like futuristic feel. I don't know. I like this so far. It looks kind of more like a beat 'em up though, I will say.
One false timeline after another, until the Lord of the Void stands before us. Then, end this. As time hackers, this is our destiny. No matter how many times it repeats, I'll be here, waiting. Until you see the truth.
Cool. Oh, there's more. Mysterious lady. That's how you know the game is going to be interesting, when they had a random mysterious lady at the end. But yeah, Slash Zero. Definitely a slasher kind of game, feels like. Very slashy. Yeah, 3D action roguelike platformer. I can definitely see that. It looks cool. I like the visual style. You know, there's a lot of really cool things on this map. The combat looks interesting. I don't really have any complaints. It feels very like okay to me. Like I don't like it, like I don't look at this and go, oh my god, there's so many cool things that could come out of this. Like I'm not like super hype watching this or anything, but it looks promising. I'll give it that. It does look promising. All right, next we have No Rest for the Wicked, official patch 1 overview trailer. Don't miss the patch 1 overview trailer for No Rest for the Wicked, an action Souls-like RPG developed by Moon Studios. Players can get the rundown on all of the new features and changes coming with patch 1. Oh my god. Including I'm getting tired. Including dual mode, comfort system, chat system, a realm diary, and more. Patch 1 launches on March 18th for No Rest for the Wicked, available now on Early Access for PC on Steam, with an eventual release on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, people were asking for PvP, I guess. Hold on, we've seen this game before. I think we've seen this game before, but not this trailer. Okay. I think someone's submitted something about this before. Yeah, so this is the game that had the like isometric view, but like it's kind of like Souls-like, I think. Yeah, it's coming back to me. But now you can duel other people. Interesting. Comfort. Oh, that's what they mean by comfort system. You get to decorate your homestead. Okay. Cool. Neat. Last time they added co-op, so nice update. Okay. Realm Diary. Oh, I see. Realm Diary. It shows like who killed who. Oh, wow. That's a lot of killing. Oh, you're just gonna toss him over the edge. Oh man, I didn't even realize that was a thing. That's crazy. Cool. This is nice. I mean, I think this game was like on my wish list for a while, but then I ultimately decided not to get it because I was like, I don't think I can handle Souls-like. Because like I said, I've played a Souls-like game before, and I just get frustrated. Did they remove the friendly fire though? That was a thing? Oh my god. I have no idea. That's a good question. But yeah, looks cool. Looks like they're still pushing out updates. Alright, last but not least, we have Crimson Desert launch trailer. Reclaim power, reach beyond, and fight for Pywell. And the fight for Pywell begins on March 19th. That's 2 days from now. On PS5. Join Cliff, the Greymane, as he embarks across the continent of Pywell to rebuild what has been lost and save the land from a looming threat. From vast wilderness and cities to ancient ruins and the mystery of the abyss, explore the lands and forge your path through battles and discovery in this open-world action adventure. The footage captured in the trailer was captured on PC. Crimson Desert is an open-world action-adventure game developed by Pearl Abyss. A devastating ambush in the deep of night by their sworn enemies, the Black Bears, leaves members of the Greymanes dead or scattered across the continent. The Greymane Cliff is determined to reunite with his surviving comrades and rebuild what was lost. But on a journey where alliances are forged, dangers abound, and mysterious factions are uncovered, Cliff comes to realize that an unprecedented threat and a destiny greater than he imagined await him. Okay, that sounds really deep for no reason, so let's check it out. Friendly fire on co-op should be optional. Optional? Oh man. Is this gonna be as good as it seems? I hope so. Let's check it out.
It's time. To take back what was stolen. So, you're finally here. You were expecting me?
Well, you Greymanes are a hard lot to kill, clawing your way back from death's door over and over. How'd you do it? Let's find out, shall we?
I gotta say, that horse armor looks fantastic. Just want to say that. Will my PC be able to handle this? That's a great question. I have no idea. Okay, we have a lot of different weapons here. A fan? That's interesting. Spear, sword, bow, fan, dragon, shield. What? You lost me. You lost me. He has a jetpack? What? Everything was working and then this happened, that I'm like, it just broke the I just don't even know what to say. This is so like unexpected. Like, what the heck? This area here kind of reminds me of, like, let me go back a little bit actually. Hold on. Not here. Yeah, this area here kind of reminds me of some of the dungeons in Shrouded, actually. Yeah, my immersion was, thank yous, you know, I couldn't find the word there. My immersion was broken when I saw the jetpack. That was crazy. You lost me. The dragons are cool though, I'll give them that. This looks fun. I'm not gonna lie, it does look fun. It looks like something that I might actually enjoy. I like the horse armor the most. I think that in itself is just super cool. You know, having to fight through all these things, and then you have like this weird, like, you know, these enshrouded looking dungeons, and it has like a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it has a little bit of everything. But this right here, this jetpack looking thing, it just completely killed the immersion for me for the moment. I was like, huh? It looks more Zelda-like than Witcher. I can see why you'd say that. There's a train here, so we have some technology. We have horses, of course. They're so cool. Oh, man. But yeah, I like how there's a lot of different weapons. So it looks like we have like a katana. We saw a spear in another shot. There was a bow. This guy, I don't know what the heck he has. So this guy has like a fan. This is like some kind of weird like ice sword whip thing. I don't know what that is. But yeah, if we look here, look at all these different weapons. There's the fan. Wind attacks. That's interesting. I like that there's a variety of weapons that you can choose from. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like... I'm getting like Tainted Grail vibes from this for some reason. Like, it's like Tainted Grail if it wasn't dark. If it wasn't dark fantasy. Like, to me, this doesn't like really fall as much into that. It's just like interesting. So, who knows? This can be really cool. 3 playable characters, you're saying? Okay. Should have just made them wings. Maybe. Or just, I don't know, a smaller dragon or something. Just gave them a smaller dragon. To make those tight quarters. I don't know. But yeah. Interesting. I'll give it a thumbs up. What are people saying in the comments? Just quick. What genre is it? Yes. Yeah, I definitely got that vibe. All the unplayed games I have watching me play this. Fine, we'll wait. My backlog just watched this trailer and accepted its fate. Dragons check, horses check, jetpack check, magic check, swords and shields, Batman style launcher, action, adventure, puzzles, flying, trains, monsters, skyscrapers, medievals. Yes. And yes. Tears of the Kingdom, Come Deliverance 3, Wild Hunt. Okay, that's funny. Dragons, Mecha Titan, Train, Jetpack, Absolute Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, like, I agree. Like, this has, like, a lot of just, the... It just has cool factor, okay? This one just has cool factor. Oh, yeah, the comments never fail. You always got... You know, I feel like I gotta read the comments sometimes, because I'm just like, damn. And if you look at the ratio here, it's 30,000 upvotes to 383 downvotes, approximately. So that's quite the positive reception for this game. When is this coming out? March 19th? Oh man, that's such short notice. That's literally this week. That's Thursday. But it's on PS5. Let me check and see if it's on PC. Because sometimes they won't tell you that. And also this is like the PlayStation YouTube channel, so they're not incentivized to tell me that, so... Okay, so I have good news and bad news. The good news is the game is on Steam on PC. The bad news is the pre-purchase standard edition is $70. Yikes. That's really expensive. Like, now I gotta think about it. Now I gotta think about the purchase. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, and then pre-purchase Crimson Desert Deluxe Edition. So if you want the Deluxe Edition with the horse thingy, so like this stuff or whatever. Yeah, the Deluxe pack is down here, right? So you get pre-order exclusive items, and then there's a Deluxe pack. That is $80. Yikes. You know, it's unfortunate. Like, I looked at this and I thought, oh man, this looks like fun. And then I saw the price tag and was like, I gotta rethink this. I don't typically, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I can't remember the last time I spent $70 on a game. I can't. Like, I always wait for like a sale or something. But I look at that price tag and I'm just like, I can't just, I don't know if I can justify that. That's crazy. I can literally buy like 6 games, 7, 8 games for that price. So I have to think, I have to do the mental gymnastics. Better wait for the reviews, don't be a hero. Hey, I mean, I could be a hero for the first 2 hours, see how I like it or not. Steam is generous with the refunds sometimes, so depending. I don't know. Now I'm kind of like on the fence. Like if the game was like $50, I'd be gritting my teeth but be like, okay, I'm still excited, I'll give it a shot. But I mean, I know this is like the pre-purchase, but it's pre-purchase standard edition at $70 is like kind of insane. It's kind of, that's a steep price. In this economy, that's a steep price. I have to think about it. And it's a shame because I looked at it, I was like, oh, this looks like fun. This looks enjoyable. This looks like something I want to play. Looks at the price tag. And then it's just over. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't know if I can stomach a $70. Sorry, let me double check. It's, like I said, it's 70 for the, let me get it right. Yeah, 70 for the standard edition pre-purchase, and then $80 for pre-purchase on the deluxe edition. And I'm just sitting here looking at this and I'm like, fuck. Also, it's a single player game with Steam achievements, Steam Cloud, HDR available, family sharing, accessibility features. What is that? What does it have? Save anytime, subtitle options, custom volume control, stereo sound, surround sound. That's nice. I don't think it's worth $70, but that's nice. I don't know. Time will tell if this is going to be worth it, because, I mean, that's expensive, man. Man, like, I got all hype and excited. I looked at the price tag and my heart dropped. Like, oh, man, it's killing me inside, man. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. We'll see how it goes. I will consider it. I shall consider. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to wrap things up. I'm a little bit over time, but I want to make sure I get through all of the trailers since, you know, we saw all of them anyway. Or we were so close to the end, I might as well have finished it. Really quick, before I go, tomorrow we're going to be playing Timberborn. So be ready to name some beavers, because I'm going to add the name beaver option so that you guys can name the beavers of your choice, assuming they're not already named. So that'll be cool. And on Thursday, I'm going to be playing Rift of the Necrodancer. I'm going to bring back some Rhythm. Haven't played Rhythm in a while, so I wanted to bring that back. Also, for anyone who didn't see my post over on the YouTube side, in the community, like under the community tab or whatever, I posted, apparently there's a new DLC. Okay, I didn't post this part really, but apparently there's a new DLC with, I assume it's pronounced Valhalla, which is like a, I don't know if it's like a story. I don't know what game it, I really don't, I'm not familiar with the game. It's a game that's not a rhythm game or something like that. And I guess they had like a crossover where they added their characters into the game, which is kind of cool. And then Spin Rhythm XD and Rift of the Necrodancer did a crossover. So now we get Jim Rhythm in Rift, and I really like his portrait. It looks cool. And then in Spin Rhythm, we get a Cadence outfit or a Cadence skin for Lady J. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you can like toggle like her guitar as like a accessory, which I thought was pretty neat. So yeah, we got some pretty cool things last week. I didn't really get a chance to get too deep into it because it was just kind of dropped. And that's the one bad thing about like when they drop stuff is not so much Spin Rhythm, but like Rift in particular, whenever they drop like new DLC, I'm always like caught with my pants down. Like I don't expect it. And it happens like in the middle of the week, so it's too late for me to like schedule a stream specifically for that, essentially. So that's why it's this week and not last week, essentially. Anyway, I'm gonna be working on some other stuff. Make sure before you go, at the top of the chat, there is a link. Make sure to go vote for what video you guys would like me to make, what V-Rising related video It won't necessarily be the next one though, because I have another video planned before that one. But when that's all done, I'm gonna need another video to make, and so you guys are voting on that essentially. So make sure to vote. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, Xolo out.